I am not the tallest tree, nor the strongest branch. I am just a flower. Small, gentle, moved by the wind. And yet, I remain. Rooted. Alive. Unfolding, again and again. You may overlook me, but I carry the wisdom of softness. The quiet kind. The kind that stays, long after storms are gone. Watch me closely. I do not fight the wind. When it comes, I move. Not out of fear, but trust. Trust that I won't fall apart just because something pushes me. Trust that what sways does not always break. I lean, I bend, I return. This is not weakness. This is harmony. I do not stiffen up. I do not try to control the sky. Instead, I become part of it. I blend. I adjust. And in that adjustment, I survive. What if you could do the same? What if you didn't resist every change, but flowed with it? What if life wasn't about standing still like a rock, but moving like a flower in the wind? You are taught that power looks like control. But sometimes, real power is surrender. The flower does not command the wind. It simply listens, responds, stays open. And in that openness, there is peace. Peace from not needing to fight every battle. Peace from knowing you're not meant to hold everything still. Because stillness is not about freezing. It's about not resisting what you were never meant to control. You may wonder, how can something so fragile survive in a world so harsh? The answer is simple: I do not carry the world's weight. I only carry the sunlight, the wind, the rain. I do not try to be more than I am. That is my power. People chase strength through tension. But I have learned, the more you resist the wind, the more it tears you apart. The flower that refuses to bend is the one that snaps first. I stay whole because I'm willing to move, willing to sway, willing to be changed by something greater than me. And yet, I stay rooted, firm in who I am, even as I move. This is the balance you must learn. To be soft and strong. To bend and hold. To move and remain. When the wind comes, and it will, you must decide. Will you break trying to be unshakable? Or will you let go, and find your rhythm? You do not have to resist life to prove you're strong. You just have to stay standing. Even if you sway. Even if you lean. Even if you are not noticed. Sometimes, the gentlest things last the longest. So I say this to you, the one who feels tired, the one who has tried so hard to stay in control. Let go. Not of who you are, but of who the world told you to be. You don't have to stand tall like a tree. You can bloom low and wide like me. You don't have to be loud to matter. Your quiet strength is still strength. You don't have to fight everything. You can listen. You can yield. You can breathe. Let the wind move you. Not away from yourself, but deeper into it. Every time I move with the breeze, I am not lost. I am not unstable. I am in tune. And that tune, that gentle sway, is the wisdom that has carried flowers for centuries. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to soften. You are allowed to not have all the answers. Because even in your softness, you are enough. Even in your quiet, you are heard. Even in your stillness, you are moving. I am just a flower. But I have taught you something. That moving with life is not the same as being pushed around by it. That softness is not the opposite of strength, but its secret. That staying rooted doesn't mean you never change. It means you hold your center even as everything else flows. You don't need to prove anything. Not to the wind. Not to the world. Not to yourself. Let your petals open when it's time. Let your leaves shake without shame. Let the wind carry what you're no longer meant to hold, and let the rest stay. This world does not need more walls. It needs more movement, more grace, more people willing to sway like flowers and still survive. So when the next storm comes, and you feel yourself being pulled, remember me, the quiet one, the small one, the one who bends, but never breaks.